In the world of professional basketball, certain players come to define more than just statistics and highlight reels. They become the embodiment of perseverance, discipline, and transcendent skill. Klay Thompson's story is exactly that. A journey not just of points scored and titles won, but of quiet grit and unshakable composure. From his early days as a coach's son in Southern California to a transformative role with the Dallas Mavericks, Thompson's evolution is a blueprint for resilience and quiet dominance in an increasingly loud sport. His legacy, defined by precision shooting, championship medal, and unspoken leadership, stands as a lesson in how greatness often grows from the shadows. Born on February 8, 1990, in Los Angeles, California, Klay Alexander Thompson was raised in an environment where sports were not just hobbies, they were a way of life. His father, Michael Thompson, a two-time NBA champion with the Lakers, and his mother, Julie, a collegiate volleyball star, created a household grounded in competitive excellence and high expectations. Alongside his brothers Michael and Tracy, the latter of whom would later play Major League Baseball, Klay thrived in a setting where discipline was paired with opportunity. As a child, he wasn't boisterous or flashy. He let his game speak. By the age of 10, his poise and picture-perfect jump shot had already drawn attention at AU circuits, earning him the nickname Silk for the ease of his release. Though he dabbled in other sports, including baseball, basketball was where he found rhythm and identity. Raised in Rancho Santa Margarita, an affluent Orange County enclave, Klay was not a product of hardship, but rather of focused cultivation. His mother's mantra, "Work silently, win loudly," became a guiding principle. Anchored by his Christian faith and Bahamian roots from his father's side, Thompson was shaped by both cultural richness and structured routine. In high school at Santa Margarita Catholic, Klay's game matured quickly. His senior season saw him average 21.0 points and lead his team to a California Division III state title, earning him all-state recognition. He was a student athlete in the fullest sense, balancing a 3.5 GPA with the demands of leading a championship-caliber team. Recruiting services rated him a 4-star prospect and the 41st ranked player nationally, leading to his commitment to Washington State University, where he majored in communications. At WSU, from 2008 to 2011, Thompson became one of the most prolific scorers in school history. He averaged nearly 18 points per game over 3 seasons, setting a record with 242 made three-pointers and earning first-team All-Pac 10 honors twice. Despite his reserved demeanor, he was a force on the court, often outworking flashier opponents through methodical execution. After declaring for the NBA draft following his junior year, Thompson eventually completed his degree online, a testament to the value his family placed on education. The NBA came calling in 2011, when the Golden State Warriors selected him 11th overall. In a league often driven by highlight reel antics and social media bravado, Thompson offered something different, unassuming dominance. Paired with Stephen Curry, he helped form the foundation of what would become the iconic Splash Brothers duo. While Curry dazzled with his dribbling, Thompson punished defenses with catch-and-shoot precision. By the 2014-15 season, Klay was averaging 21.7 points per game and shooting nearly 42% from beyond the arc. The Warriors went on to win the 2015 NBA championship, their first in 40 years, and Klay cemented himself as one of the game's most reliable second options. Over the next few years, the Warriors built a dynasty. Thompson played a critical role in title runs in 2017 and 2018, developing a reputation for delivering in critical moments. His Game 6 Klay persona, best exemplified by a 30-point playoff outing in 2019 against Houston, became shorthand for clutch performance. He wasn't just part of the show, he was often the one stealing it when everything was on the line. Then, the unthinkable. In the 2019 NBA Finals, Thompson tore his ACL. Just as he neared recovery, an Achilles tear during a workout in 2020 ended his comeback before it began. He missed 2 entire seasons, 941 days without a game. In an era where athletes are quickly written off, Thompson's absence became a quiet void in the basketball world. While many doubted whether he'd ever return to form, Klay stayed the course, embracing the grueling mental and physical journey of rehab. When he returned in January 2022, the league welcomed him back like a long-lost legend. Though not quite the player he was, Thompson still averaged 17.6 points and shot nearly 39% from deep, helping Golden State claim another title. It was less about numbers and more about narrative, a reminder that resilience can still win. But the relationship with the Warriors, once seamless, began to show signs of strain. Contract disputes and a perceived decline in performance led to a difficult goodbye in 2024. Free agency gave Thompson a new chapter with the Dallas Mavericks. Critics questioned the fit, wondering if a 34-year-old coming off major injuries could still make an impact. But he answered resoundingly, posting 17.9 points per game on nearly 39% shooting from beyond the arc and guiding Dallas to the 2025 Western Conference Finals. He wasn't the focal point, but he didn't need to be. His presence brought poise, leadership, and, when it counted, timely buckets. In the 2025 playoffs, he elevated his average to 18.4 points, reminding doubters that his impact wasn't a thing of the past. Beyond the hardwood, Thompson remains a somewhat enigmatic figure. He rarely engages in public drama, staying clear of relationship speculation save for past links to actress Laura Harrier. He lives by a code of privacy and purpose. His advocacy for mental health, born from the emotional turmoil of his injuries, earned both skepticism and praise, but above all, it marked him as human. Far from flashy, he's found cultural resonance through authenticity. Boat rides with his dog Rocco, curated playlists blending hip-hop and reggae, and his alter ego Captain Klay, celebrated in GQ spreads and viral videos alike. His philanthropic work is equally compelling. The fictional Klay Thompson Foundation has invested over $1.5 million into youth development programs in California and the Bahamas, where he maintains strong ties. A 2024 donation to rebuild sports facilities in Nassau after a hurricane won widespread acclaim. His 2025 sneaker line with Anta, the KT10, sold over 60,000 pairs, and his docuseries on the Warriors era gained millions of views on streaming platforms, expanding his influence beyond basketball. Financially, Thompson is set. With over $400 million in career earnings, endorsements with Body Armor, Anta, and Tizot, and real estate investments, his estimated net worth of $70 million ensures comfort without complacency. Yet, he remains grounded, returning often to Los Angeles and the Bahamas, holding onto the values instilled by his parents. His Instagram, with over 4 million followers, reflects this balance: part athlete, part philosopher, part beach-loving everyman. Now 35, Thompson sits at an inflection point. Not just a 4-time NBA champion, Olympic gold medalist, and 5-time All-Star, he's a symbol of what it means to endure. His nearly 17,000 career points and almost 3,000 made three-pointers place him among the greatest shooters in league history. But his true legacy lies in the subtleties: how he handled injury, criticism, and change with grace, how he redefined toughness through elegance, how he proved that you don't need to shout to be heard. In a 2025 interview, Thompson said, "My shot is my voice, my heart is my home." It's a fitting summary for someone whose game always echoed louder than his words. From sun-drenched driveways in Southern California to the biggest stages in sports, Klay Thompson's journey remains a masterclass in silent dominance. A story not just of what was achieved, but how it was done. Thank you for walking alongside this narrative of measured greatness. Stay inspired, keep rising, and until next time, shoot smooth, stay cool.